One of the simplest and most straightforward way to get more of what you want in your life is to simply start appreciating the things that you want to create more of in your life. When you start appreciating first the things that you desire, you will see how fast it grows and how fast it manifests and how fast you start attracting this in your life. Gratitude, appreciation is one of the most easiest, straightforward path to improve your life and to get in alignment with the things that you want. It is often so underappreciated how powerful gratitude it is, not only just for your well-being, for your mental attitude, for your mood, for all these things, right? But for the power that it has to create what you want in your life, to bring you the things that you desire. Unfortunately, what stops most people from really appreciating what they want is the perceived lack of the experience, the things that they desire. Yeah. So because I don't have it yet, I am not in that state of appreciation. I am not in that state of gratitude. And so I have thought of that. I have insecurities, I have fear, I have anxiety, I have all those worst case scenarios in my mind. And so I'm lacking the ability to appreciate more of what I want. So I create this misalignment between what I want and my state. And what you have to understand is that it's all about your state. What you have, you do not chase, you do not lack. It's one of those very interesting things. In the Bible, it says, for those who have, more will be given to them. And for those who have not, even what they have will be taken away from them. What does that mean, and how can we apply this to the power of appreciation? Simply put, when you start to appreciate, whether it's money, love, people, whatever it is that you want in your life, right? And you start to pay attention how you already have this in your life. And even if you have only very little, or even if you don't have it at all, maybe in your imagination, in your thoughts, in your attitude, you can start to appreciate this thing. I'm going to give you some example later on, right? But the concept is very simple. Once I give appreciation to those things, I create a loving relationship toward that thing, that person, that object, that experience. Yeah. And so that puts me in this attitude, in this state of like having. And so life will start to meet you halfway and give you opportunity to receive that. But if you go in a state of I don't have, meaning I lack that experience, and you have bitterness or you have anger or you have anxiety or you have thoughts of lack and I don't have it, and you go in all that scarcity, you are demonstrating the opposite, meaning you are demonstrating and keep on creating in your life the lacking experience of that very thing. So this is why appreciation is the most straightforward, simplest way, no BS attached, to go about getting more what you want. Because when you focus, again, this is simply an exercise of focusing on what you want through the lenses of appreciation. If we take the classic example of money, which is something most people want of, right? Instead of letting the thoughts of scarcity pollute your mind and the doubt and like, I don't know where it's gonna come from or how it's gonna come from or how to make more money or so on, if you can start appreciating money when you pay the bill and blessing that money, where it goes, and just having that attitude that it's circulating back to me, or appreciating the money you already have, the things you already bought, the things that you bought that you're enjoying appreciating. For example, the phone you're using to watch this, or the internet subscription you're using to browse YouTube and internet and so on. So there's so many ways you can use appreciation to change the relationship that you have right now toward the things that you desire more of. And so if we go even further, you could say, okay, can you appreciate people who are wealthy? Can you appreciate when you see a beautiful car driving in front of you? Instead of having that jealousy, that bitterness, or that, envy, can you appreciate the person driving, the car, the luxurious thing that is being shown to you? Because now, once you start responding in that way and appreciating those things, you're creating more of a positive alignment with those experiences. And you might be thinking, well, how is it all connected and so on? But it's all a matter of state. It's all a matter of what are you giving out. The process of creation is cause and effect, giving first, receiving later. If you wait for the experience to find you until you give, you are going to take on a long time and a very hard road to get there. It's not that it's impossible, but it's going to be very, very difficult. But once you start giving the things that you want, life will start giving back to you, right? This is the whole thing of like what you give echoes back to you. So the simple question is this: how can I give what I want to receive? And the simplest form of that is appreciation. So if you appreciate people, if you appreciate life, if you appreciate your body, if you appreciate money, if you appreciate the job that you want, if you appreciate the economy and the universe, like there's so many things you can appreciate depending on the context of what you want to create in your life. But if we just go a little bit broad and you start to simply appreciate more of life and this beautiful universe and how everything is just so aligned to create this present moment, it's unbelievable when you really think about everything that needs to happen for this moment to be able to exist on this planet right now. It's unfreaking believable. So if you could simply appreciate the perfection of life and this universe, you become more in alignment with life. You become in a more loving relationship with life. And when you are in a loving relationship with life, life will start treating you lovingly. But if you go with life is tough and life is a bitch and life is this and God is this and the universe is that and the economy is that, if you go with that bitter, angry, victim attitude, life will keep victimizing you. And you can argue it's not fair and this and that, but it's not a fair game. It's about what do you give out is what you get back. You see, whether you give appreciation or whether you give fear, you are always in the process of giving. There's always this law of cause and effect happening every single moment. So appreciation is the most straightforward way. So ask yourself, what is it that you really, really want in your life? And how can you start appreciating that more? Let's say you want a healthier body. Can you start appreciating how healthy your body has been? Even if you have aches right now, even if it's not 100%, can you appreciate how your body is digesting your food, circulating your blood, doing all those things that are working in your body without you even thinking about it? Can you start appreciating the healthy food you have? Can you start appreciating the water you drink? There's so many ways to start getting in alignment lovingly toward more health, toward more vitality, toward more of what you want. And when you do that as a habit consistently every single day and you let that become your state, life will reward you. It may take some time because life, the mirror appears as a delay. There's always a bit of a delay, right? So if you do it for a few days, if you do it for 2 weeks and you barely see anything, that's okay. Persist, remain consistent. Eventually you will see life catching up to who you are being, what you're demonstrating, what you're giving, and ultimately receiving what is due because the seeds you've planted have already grown and now it's time to harvest this. So let me know what you think down in the comments. If you have any questions, write them down in the comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and write down what you appreciate in your life right now. Let's go. Be well.